morning students. Today we are going to learn the second chapter of EVS. The name of the chapter is Teeth and Microbes. In this topic we are going to learn about the importance of the teeth, as well as we are going to learn about the sets of teeth that we have or a human being has from the childhood to the adulthood. So also we will be learning the kinds of teeth. Also we will learn about the structure of a tooth. Also we will learn what is tooth decay or what are the reasons we have toothache or tooth decaying. So we will begin our lesson with the importance of the teeth. So teeth are very useful for human beings. The first use is that the food that we eat is chewed and bit with the help of the teeth. The food that we eat is bit into small pieces and it is chewed with the help of the teeth. So also the teeth helps to give a good shape to our face. Also the teeth helps us to speak clearly. If some of our teeth are fallen, we will find that the pronunciation of our words is not clear. So it is very necessary that we have all our teeth to speak clearly. Also the good teeth beautify our smile. So teeth are very important for all the human beings. Now we will learn the sets of teeth. Now what are these sets of teeth? There are two sets of teeth. The first one is the milk teeth, or they are also called as temporary teeth. And the second set of teeth is the permanent teeth. We know that when a child is born, the child does not have any teeth. But when the child becomes 7 to 8 months old, the teeth start growing from the gums. So the child is born teethless, and when it becomes 7 to 8 months old, the teeth start growing through the gums. So when the child is about 3 years old, the child has a set of 20 teeth, 10 in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. And this set of 20 teeth is called as the milk teeth or the temporary teeth. But when the child becomes about 6 years old, this milk teeth, which is the set of 20 teeth, they start falling and a new teeth will grow, or a new tooth will grow from that fallen teeth. And after the falling of all the 20 teeth, a new set of teeth is grown there, and this second set of teeth which the child is having is called as the permanent teeth. The milk teeth are called temporary teeth because they are not for the long time or the long life. They are for a small period. So they are called temporary teeth. While as the second set of teeth that grow after the falling of the temporary teeth, these are the set of teeth which are for the lifetime. That is, so they are called as the permanent teeth. And these permanent teeth are 32 in number, 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. So the first set of teeth is of 20 teeth, and the second set of teeth, that is the permanent teeth, it is a set of 32 teeth. Also these set of permanent teeth, if they fell by any accident or any other reason, no teeth will grow on their place. The permanent teeth are the final teeth in our jaw. So it is very necessary that we take care of these permanent teeth, because if any of the teeth from this permanent set fails, no new teeth will grow there. The next is kinds of teeth. So there are 4 kinds of teeth in our jaw. Here I have written the names of the 4 teeth. I will read out for you. The first type of teeth is the incisors. The second is the canines. The third is premolars, and the fourth one is molars. I have also drawn the pictures of all these 4 types of teeth. This is the first one, incisor. This is the second type, that is canines. This is the third type, that is premolars, and here is the last, that is the fourth type, which is the molars. I will also be telling you their uses, what is the use of each type of teeth, and I will also be telling you their importance. So the first type of teeth, which is a incisor, as you can see in the picture, it is used for cutting and biting of the food. These teeth are at the front of the jaw. When you give a smile, the teeth which can be seen are the incisors. They are called as incisors. They are 4 in number. In each jaw we have 4 incisors. In total 8 incisors in our mouth, 4 incisors in the lower jaw and 4 incisors in the upper jaw. And the work of these incisors is to chew and bite the food. And these incisors, they are having sharp and straight edges. You can see here the edge is very straight and it is very sharp to bite and chew the food. Cutting and biting of the food. And since these teeth do the work of cutting of the food, what are they called? They are also called as cutting teeth. Since they do the work of cutting and biting of food, they are called cutting teeth. The second type of teeth is the canines. These canines are 2 in each jaw. So in the lower jaw we have 2 canines and in the upper jaw we have 2 canines. So in total we have 4 canines, and these canines are just next to the incisors on both the sides. After the incisors we have 2 canines on both the sides. One on the left side and the other on the right side. And these canines, they help. What do they do? What is the duty of their, or what is the work of the canines? These canines, they are having very sharp and pointed edges. So can you see a sharpness? Pointed is there. So what is the work? These help to tear the food. So these canines help to tear the flesh or any other food item which needs tearing. And so as per their work, the canines are called as tearing teeth. So what are they called? They are called tearing teeth. And we have 4 canines in total. 2 in the upper jaw and 2 in the lower jaw. The third kind of teeth are the premolars. Yes, and these premolars are 4 in each jaw. In lower jaw we have 4 and in the upper jaw we have 4 premolars. And their location is just next to the canines. So, next to the canines we have the premolars, and these premolars help to crack the hard food like nuts or any other hard food. So, these premolars are called as cracking teeth. They help in cracking the hard food, and so they are called as cracking teeth. The last type of teeth is the molars. Yes, what is it? Molars. The molars are having a broader and a flat surface. Can you see the shape of these molars? How are they? It is having a bigger and broader surface over here. And what is the work? These premolars help to grind the food. They help to make the food into very small pieces. And these molars are 12 in number. The total number of molars in our jaw is 12. 6 in the upper jaw and 6 in the lower jaw. And they are located just next to the premolars. But it is said that out of the total molars, 8 molars are available in our jaw when we are at our young age. So when the temporary teeth fall and permanent teeth grow in their place, we are having 8 molars. But the remaining 4 molars, they grow when we grow into an adult. So 4 molar teeth start growing through our gums when we grow into an adult. And these 4 molars which grow later are called as wisdom teeth. What are they called? They are called wisdom teeth. These molars, they do the work of grinding and they are called as grinding teeth. So incisors are called cutting teeth, canines are called tearing teeth, premolars, what are they called? Yes, premolars are called as cracking teeth because they help to crack the hard food, and molars, they help to grind the food, so they are called as grinding teeth. So these were the kinds of teeth. Now we will look after the structure of a tooth. We know how our teeth look from the outside, but inside the tooth there is something complicated. What is this complications? You can see here. This is the picture of the tooth inside. Can we guess when we look the tooth from the outside? Do we guess that inside it may be so complicated? So now I am going to explain you what is the structure of a tooth exactly. So our tooth has two parts. The part which is visible to our eyes and the part which is within the gum or inside the gums. So you can see here this part, the white part which can be seen with our eyes, it is called as crown. What is it called? Crown. And the part which is inside the gum, this part of our teeth is inside the gum, it is called as the root. So the first two parts of our teeth are crown and the second part here you can see it is the root. Then the first, in this crown we are having again parts. So the first visible part of our teeth, what is it? It is a enamel. What is this enamel? The outside white covering of our teeth. When we look for our teeth or tooth in a mirror, what can we see? We can see a white layer. So this white layer, or we can say the outside covering of the teeth, is called enamel, and this enamel is white in color. Next to the enamel there is one more layer which is called the dentine, and this dentine is very hard. It is even harder than the enamel. Okay, so the first layer is the enamel, and next to the enamel there is a second layer which is very hard. It is called as the dentine, and there is also a third layer after the dentine. So within the dentine there is a pulp. What is it called? Pulp. The first one is enamel, the second layer is dentine, and the third layer is pulp. And this pulp is very soft, and inside this pulp there are various wire-like structures. Can you see here wire-like structures in this pulp? They are the nerves and blood vessels. The blood vessels which supply blood to the entire tooth, and the nerves which bring message to these tooth. So the enamel is the first layer, the second layer is the dentine which is very hard, the third layer is pulp which is very soft, and within the pulp we have nerves and blood vessels which bring blood as well as message to the tooth. So also the part which is to the sideways, this part, when you open your mouth you can see the pinkish part below your teeth, that is called as gums. These are the gums. So these are the covering for this root part of the tooth, and we can see that the structure of tooth is very complicated since it is having layers after layers, and inside it is having a very soft part which is called as pulp, which has nerves and blood vessels. So the layer inside the enamel, that forms the main part. So dentine is the main part of the tooth which is next to the enamel, and in the center we have the pulp which is very soft, and inside the soft pulp we have the blood vessels and the nerves. So this was the structure of a tooth. The part which is seen with the eyes is crown, and the part which is inside the gums is called as root. Now we will see what is this tooth decay. So what is a tooth decay? When we eat the food, some parts of the food get stuck inside the teeth or between the teeth, and if we don't wash or clean our mouth with clean water, the food particles remain there inside the teeth or between the teeth. And what happens? Germs grow there because of the food. To eat that sticked food, germs start growing there, and a layer of thick germs or a thicky layer of germs gets over there, and that layer is called as plaque. So the thick layer of germs which is seen on the tooth or which is seen on our teeth, it is called as plaque. What happens? This plaque and the sugar which is present in that food, they react with each other and form a acid, and this acid starts destroying or decaying our tooth. So the germs, they start destroying our tooth. They start making a hole in the tooth. First they destroy the enamel, then they go to the dentine, they make a hole, they start making a hole in the enamel. After enamel they reach the dentine. After dentine slowly they reach the pulp, and when the pulp is open, what happens? The nerves and the blood vessels which are inside this pulp, they get opened, and when we eat something hot or cold, that food directly comes into contact with these blood vessels and nerves, and then we have a pain in our tooth. So the germs, they start destroying and decaying our tooth. They make a hole from the enamel to up to the pulp, and when some food, cold or hot food or drink is consumed by us, is eaten by us, that hotness or coldness of that food is directly coming in contact with these nerves and blood vessels, and so we have a strong pain in our tooth. This is what is called as tooth decaying. The food that is getting stuck in the teeth makes all these problems. So it is very necessary that we clean our mouth whenever we eat any type of food. So this tooth decay or destroying of tooth does not only cause pain, but there are various other problems that are caused by the decaying or hole or cavity of the tooth. So what are the other problems? The first and the foremost problem is that we are having tooth pain. Toothache is the first problem. The second problem is that since the germs are working, they are preparing a hole. That hole is called as cavity. So the germs are making a cavity or a hole in our tooth. So also because of the working of the germs, a bad smell or a foul smell starts coming from our mouth, and we also have some stomach problems. Since the germs are working on the tooth, they also enter our stomach and they cause some stomach problems. So also, as I told you, the holes and cavities that are formed in the teeth because of the germs. Also, these germs make our teeth very weak, and part by part our teeth starts falling. So we lose our teeth because of the cavity or because of the germs. Also, since the blood vessels are open now, there is some blood that comes out from the tooth also. So bleeding of gums is also because of the tooth decaying or because of the germs that work on our tooth. So these were the some problems that arise or that are faced by human beings when the tooth gets decayed. So what happens when the tooth gets decayed? We have the problems like foul smelling, then tooth pain, we have stomach problems, then bleeding gums we have, also falling of the teeth is there, and the holes and cavities that are formed in the teeth. These are all the problems that are faced because of the tooth decay. So today what you are going to do, you are going to draw the structure of tooth in your notebook. In your textbook you are given a picture which shows structure of a tooth. So you can see that picture and draw it in your notebook neat and tidily, and also you are going to mark the various parts like crown, then root. You have to show the enamel, the second layer dentine, then the soft pulp, the nerves and blood vessels, also gums. So you can mark all these parts.